welcome to another episode of the Poke Lounge, Creator Spotlight Edition.
All right, today we got Tor Creates with us. Let's bring him in.
Hey!
What's up, Tor?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. It's good to be here.
So could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I am a huge Pokemon fan. Always have been, probably since I was about 10 years old. And I'm 33. I got 4 kids and work from home with our nerdy business, Tours, Prints, Stickers, and Things. And it's just me and my wife. And we just have a blast just making things for the Pokemon community and different animes, things we like. It's real fun.
It's awesome. So what got you into creating? What got you into TikTok, into creating products and so forth?
I want to say the seed of it is really just wanting to make a change and just create something and a bit of legacy. I ended up finding out that I kind of cared about that. And when you have a couple kids, you start thinking of things like that. And I had a thought while I was working my regular 9 to 5 is, what if I learned how to draw really well? And because I always wanted to learn how to draw really well. I knew how to draw, but I never looked up any tutorials or anything ever. I just kind of did whatever was happening. But I knew I always loved it. So my wife literally suggested to me one day before we had our first kid, and she said, what if you took work off and focused on your talents? And that's pretty much the beginning. I had never had the thought. I practically have never had the thought until my wife kind of presented it to me. I think from feeling like it was impossible. But once that happened, I think I got to work like the very next day and saw one Gary Vee video. And I was like, okay, I think I could do something. And the rest is pretty much history. But that's how it all began, legitimately.
Went full-time into your business and started producing a bunch of these products. Can you tell us a little bit about what you make, or do you have anything you could show us?
Yeah. Making these little mantle arts, and I'll try to get as much details on it as I can.
That's cool. Is that the light up one?
Yeah, this is one of the light up ones.
He brought that out on purpose. Just saying.
What's that?
I said you brought that one out on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one he had.
This was, because some of them sold. A lot of them sold, so we don't get to hang out with them too long. But this was
So
I think one of the first 3 that we did was this Pikachu. And after I did this one, I was like, okay, it's on. Like, it's definitely on. And now we do things a little different. Like, this is fluorescent yellow. And it has solid yellow on the back. But it's translucent. So light still kind of shines through that a little bit. But it really surprisingly lights up an entire room. Even though they're just little fairy lights. But we try to, diffuse the color by putting a lighter color behind it. But now we usually slot in the line work. And it's hard to tell, but this line work, there's nothing actually slotted in here. There's line work on top, and then the cheeks are kind of risen off of it. And whereas this, we started to do things different. This is his little chest area is made out of wood, but we slotted those in between the lines. So like his legs, there's nothing in there, but that white for the shell.
Oh my God.
And we put wood in there. So we started to kind of evolve how we do.
It's very intricate. Very, very awesome.
The art.
Yeah.
So now you're a Wartortle instead of a Squirtle.
Yeah. I was originally supposed to do a Wartortle, and I kind of forgot and did a Squirtle, but now I have to do a Wartortle, and then I have to do a Squirtle squad Squirtle with the glasses, and I'm gonna make removable. I'm gonna make his glasses removable,
Oh man.
and I meant to do that already. So I'm just gonna have multiple versions of Squirtle, and I don't want to tell too many people this, but it took me a little longer to do Squirtle because it was my least favorite of the three.
Your oldest freaking out. It's his favorite Pokemon.
but
Well,
it's my best friend.
Oh, he's out. He's like, see, guys, I'm done.
It's my best friend's favorite though. So
Well, at least your
really,
best friend has good taste.
I didn't know Gerald was your best friend.
he does. He does have really good taste. You would have loved that if you were here.
Squirtle
And
was
then I
my
have
first
almost forgot about
starter.
this
So
guy. Again, no lights. Where are the lights going? Where are the lights in these going? But anyway, yeah, no lights in this right now. I think it fell off of something. I've been having some casualties. But this was one of the first ones, and it got really good views. And us TikTokers think that means more of it. So like this was we're actually about to make a shiny one. We haven't made any shiny ones, but I really want to see what a blue one would look like with a fluorescent blue. So
here's the question we've been wanting to ask you: what's your favorite Pokemon?
oh man, ooh,
I think I already
pressure.
know, but
A lot of
I think
pressure
I
from
already
that
know, but go
question.
ahead.
No, definitely my favorite. Wait, how do I? Everything's in reverse. Wait, how do I? So that Bulbasaur that's behind my head back there, that's crazy. That was hard to do. Bulbasaur's probably been my favorite since date. Like, soon as I saw it, but I could say I'm a little biased. I love Bulbasaur, but it is because of my love of plants. So I don't just like Bulbasaur because of like for what it is by itself. I already love plants and trees and stuff, and that kind of shows through in my art. I did a recent Mimikyu drawing, and I was trying to make a creepy hand coming from under it, but I ended up basically making a tree come from under it. Right?
Did you guys converse before this? Because he's like ready with the cards. He's like, this one, put the Squirtle pin on there. Like, he's ready, like back and forth.
He's so fast. But no, I normally only draw for work, and I've been realizing I don't know how much I like that. So I've been trying to change that by like freestyling every once in a while. So I got to freestyle the other day, and I showed it off on my
that's so cool.
TikTok.
Yeah,
I saw that the
I
other
saw
day.
that on there.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So this is my most. I have a few styles, but this is the most not forced one. So my natural line work is, unfortunately, it doesn't work well with the Glowforge because of how piecey it is. So luckily, I was already drawing simple stuff before we got this thing. But yeah, favorite Pokemon all day, no lunch breaks, got to be Bulbasaur. Hasn't changed yet.
See, I knew we were friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I actually knew that before I even asked him.
Even though he's wearing the proper T-shirt.
Oh, yo, my T-shirt's cool. Look at that. Oh,
Snaps. Wait,
yeah.
is that Amelia's art?
Yeah.
Yep.
Amelia, where is it?
Right here. Yeah.
Amelia.
No one artist has the same style. I would recognize that from a mile away.
No,
Her stuff
James
is
was
like,
wearing this shirt. James was wearing this shirt, and I was like, I'm getting it right now. So I bought it right then.
oh man, that reminds me. This time I'm gonna buy it myself. So don't get any ideas, James. But I actually, surprisingly enough, I grew out of that shirt you sent me because I've been doing some new stuff recently, and I absolutely grew out of it.
We
like
wear clothes too. We stuff called eating upon everyone's mind. And the important question: which Eevee evolution is your favorite?
This is hard for a couple of reasons. One, it's between two, but it's definitely Leafeon, but it almost was Sylveon because this whole thing with I studied fairyology, a while back. So when it came out with the fairy type, I was like, and the Pokemon creators didn't know that I nerd out about fairies, the fae or whatever, or the supposed lore, but I really like the art to Sylveon, but Leafeon takes it away. I love the colors and the multiple greens and the tail. I love that the tail's a leaf. I love the little kind of like planty frills coming off its hands. I love the color of the eyes and how they kept the earthy tones in the eyes. This is a dope Pokemon, and it's viable competitively in the Pokemon game because of its attack and defense stats. And yeah, that's amazing. I don't have that card. I wish.
Yeah, Leafeon's pretty good competitively. I will vouch for that. It is a good Pokemon to battle with.
I think so. So I try to keep one around whenever I do that stuff.
I don't think the Fae would have anything to do with Sylveon in D&D/fantasy world. Just saying that.
What you talking about? Sylveon's a dragon killer.
What advice do you have to new creators or people that's thinking of starting their own business, or somebody that wants to get into some of this? What would you? What kind of advice would you give them?
My advice to someone who is just starting out or trying to figure out their thing, or they know they want a business, even if they're not sure if it's going to be art or whichever, however, my advice would be Google, 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 and Google. And I can't stress that enough. If you want to do something, chances are someone already did it, which means you have examples that can be set. And in the beginning, a lot of this stuff was way harder for me, and it was very confusing. And there was a lot of days I spent being frustrated. And I find myself today understanding how these things work so well. I don't have that kind of frustration. The path is very clear, and you end up finding out it's a 1 through 5 step process. So anything that you want to do, know that you definitely can do it. It doesn't matter if you want to make a business about hugging people. Doesn't matter. If you are passionate about going outside and finding rocks, and you like painting and you want to paint rocks that you find outside, it doesn't matter. You can do it. Find other people like-minded. Watch other videos of how people do it. Consume the content that's similar to what you're going to be putting out, and you'll have everything you need to know. I did nothing but research what people did with their art. How do they show it to people? What kind of angles are they, what are they doing in their videos that's getting people to watch it? Be interested in consuming the thing that you want to do from other people, and there's no way you can lose.
I love that.
That's good advice. All right, Tora, where can everybody find you online?
You can find me at well, first I guess I don't think I can use this one. So the official business name is Tours Prints, Stickers and Things. Heavy emphasis on the stickers and things, because we started out with just doing prints of the art that I was doing, the simple prints and stuff that you saw, and I had a few renders in there. And it began that way, but then we got a silhouette cameo 4, and then we started making stickers, which I found a few examples that I forgot about. But so it started with prints, then we moved to stickers and things, and my wife thought it would be smart to
That's cute.
make it Tours Prints, Stickers and Things, since we started branching off into so much. And now we do all kinds of stuff like wood burnings and
That's
I love that.
like a lot of different things. So I'm kind of glad we ended up doing that. But our official site is toursprints.shop, and that'll take you to our official site. We're Tours _prints on Instagram. On TikTok, we are Tour _creates. And I say we because my wife is literally half of everything and my biggest inspiration, and we're business partners. She just doesn't like to show herself a lot, but she's in this just as much as I am. So, but that is where you can find us, and we have all of our handles and links also in the bio of Instagram and TikTok, and we're also on Facebook because we have a little Facebook page on there. So we're trying to be all over the place. Might even see an ad of ours pop up out of nowhere. You might not like it, but it'll be there.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. Oh man. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tor, for stopping by. It was a pleasure having you.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we got to do this again sometime.
Definitely super interested anytime. This was a lot of fun. And I knew it was going to be fun, but it was really exhilarating to do something like this. I don't normally do things like this. So it was nice to finally just step out of that bubble. You know, when you asked me to do it and I said, yeah, that was me. I was saying, yeah, with a lot of anxiety because I was trying, that was me stepping into something that I don't normally do. So I was glad that this was kind of like my first real experience with that. So I really appreciate being involved.